Once upon a time, two children, Mike and Jane, lived in the westerness of America. They lived on a ranch where they were engaged in animal husbandry and growing vegetables. The parents of the children taught them how to work on the farm, how to properly plow the land and sow the land with seeds so that a big harvest will be born. How and what to feed animals such as cows and chickens so they give more milk and lay more eggs. But also parents did not forget to teach their children financial literacy and give the necessary advice. One day, Mike and Jane decided to go to a fair in a nearby town to sell their products and earn some money. Due to the fact that they had a great product and people knew about it, Mike and Jane saw out very quickly. The children decided to walk around the fair and see who was selling what. At the fair, the children saw many interesting things that they want to buy, but they only had a few dollars. "We can only buy one thing," Mike said. "But which one?" Jane asked. An elderly grandfather stood not far from them and heard their reasoning. The grandfather used to work as a banker and decided to give a couple of tips. "Children, first of all, when you buy something, you always need to count money and compare prices," said the grandfather. "If you buy something expensive, you may be left without money for all the necessary things. And if we buy a cheap thing, can we buy something else?" Jane asked. "Yes, if you buy a cheap thing, you will have more money left for other purchase," answered the grandfather. "But first, you must go through the fair and see how much this item costs from other sellers. Then you will know who will sell you this item cheaper and you will have enough money to buy something else." Then Mike and Jane went along the fairground rows. They studied the price and bought two things that were cheaper and bought a gift for their parents with the remaining coins and returned at the ranch. Mike and Jane's parents were proud that the children learned to count and spend their money wisely. They also explained to the children that it is important to save money so that you can buy something expensive in the future. Since then, Mike and Jane have always been careful when buying things. They did not buy immediately but found out where they could buy cheaper and bought there. They also began to save their money for the future. Over time, they became even more successful on their farm than their parents and were able to achieve success in many areas due to their financial literacy. Your dream is somewhere out there. Those who begin to be interested in and understand financial literacy from childhood eventually become rich and successful.